Hi and welcome to Top 5 Room Decorations video made by me, aniwwix. Today I will show you my top 5 favorite room decorations as well as a step-by-step tutorial on how to do them. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's go! Number 5 is a pixel art wall or small drawings wall. That one is what I have already in my room. There are 3 very simple steps to accomplish this decoration. Number 1, gather materials. You need for sure paper, either plain paper, grid paper, and then you need crayons, pencils, markers, paint, whatever you have to color. And last but not least, you need tape. It isn't necessary, but it is a good touch-up. If you don't have tape, that's okay, but you do need something such as stapler to be able to stick your decoration to your wall. The best way would probably be stapler. From here, it goes either way. So if you go to the left, it's grid paper drawings, aka pixel art. Or if you go to the right, it's small drawings with plain paper. If you're not great at drawings like me, I would recommend choosing the left side. Though if you really do want to do the right side, but you can't draw, here's how I do it. Once you are done with your drawings, so either you did it the way I did it, either you just drew them because you actually can draw, either you did the grid paper. So we finally move on to number 3. On this step, we are gonna tape them on both sides. This really helps to prevent the paper from ripping. Once you tape them on both sides and cut out them, find a spot in your room where you're going to place them. For me, I will be adding to my already existing pixel wall. So I've got, I think, around 20 to 30 of them right there, and I'm gonna be adding 3 more. All done. Number 4 is wall of hobbies. That's what I call it. What I personally am really gonna be doing is a wall of books that I've read, because reading is a hobby. I also have a wall of K-dramas. Watching them is also a hobby for me. I don't know if you think so, but it is for me. So now you gotta think about your own hobby. And once you know what it is, let's get to work. What we are doing is first printing pictures, so that is number 1. But the first thing though is finding those pictures online. So browse through Pinterest, Google, find the pictures and gather them together. Now find a good place where we are going to put the decorations. For me, I'm thinking to do it over here because it's like a nice little gap. I'm gonna be adding lights for my decoration, so I'm gonna outline it around my wall of hobbies, but maybe instead you could also use like a rope to outline it, or you just don't outline it. You don't have to. Now use tape or stapler to put your printed pictures up on your wall. So of course you do need to stick them there somehow. I would recommend tape and stapler, but if you have any other way, go ahead. Now staple them either in a specific pattern or in a random way. And there it is. Number 3 are friends decorations. Really get creative with this one if you don't want a specific example, because there is like a million ways on how you could do it. If you really value your relationship with friends and family, that's like a very good decoration and a very good thing to put up in your room, to show in your room. What I had over here was like a rectangular shape decoration where it said love in the middle, and then I had pictures with my family and friends, so that's one way how to do it. I have this painting that me and my friend made, so that's also a friend's decoration, so that's another way how you could do it. But what we are doing today together is a heart on the corner of your room. So it is a heart with pictures of your friends and family. So that will be your step number 1 in our step chart. Figure out what you want to do. For now, let's focus on the idea I have, and let's move on to step number 2, which is decide where exactly in your room you want the decoration to be. As I said before, we are doing it on a corner, so I would recommend you also do it on a corner of your room, but if you don't have a free corner, that's okay. You could also just make the heart just straight up in your wall, on your wall. I'm gonna do the first one, which is the corner. Decide how many pictures you will use, so the exact number of pictures you need. On Pinterest, there's multiple templates. The one I'm gonna be using is this one. Now find all the pictures you wanna print, and if you don't have a printer, go somewhere such as Walmart to print, like me. Now, as again, we need to somehow tape them to your wall. So again, a stapler or a tape or whatever. And of course, we're gonna do it on the corner just like this. Number 2 is pretty furniture. This one is finally not going to be on your wall, but clearly because of the word furniture is going to be your furniture. So what we're going to do is customize either your table, your bed frame, or your bed, your chair, or all at once. So really look through your room, look at the furniture and see. Maybe your table is very old. Maybe you just don't like the way certain furniture looks. Or maybe you just want to decorate it just because. There doesn't really have to be a reason, just choose something. Now, there is again 2 ways how you could do it. One is you partially decorate it, so not fully, and the second one is you do fully decorate it. And by fully, I do mean you cover at least 70% of the material you're working with. And partially would just be like adding some stickers, like putting, I don't know, a string or whatever on the bed frame or whatever. Or like this. This would be a... Okay guys, Piper is now gonna be here because she fell out from there. But as I was showing, this is like a partially decoration of the wall, even though I wouldn't say the walls are furniture, but I hope you kind of get what I mean. I will show you the final result of my room, so the video before and after. We made all the decorations at the end of this video, so stick around and don't miss it. Today I'm going to do it fully. So the furniture I don't like in my room is this table over here. It has a lot of paint, lots of stains, and in general it does get dirty very fast, and I just don't like cleaning it. So here's how I'm gonna do it, and here's how you can do it the same way. Over here on my table, I already put some wrapping paper to its shelves, so that's what I'm gonna do to the whole table. I simply went to a dollar store, I bought a lot of tape and a lot of wrapping paper. As again, I did tape the wrapping paper to prevent it from ripping, and once I had my wrapping paper, I just estimated, calculated how much I will need. I cut out the piece, fully taped it to the table, and now this is my final result. The next thing that I'm fully redoing is my closet door, which currently looks like this. So I took all of them out, and what I did is printed more and more posters, lots of posters. The reason I wanted to fully cover my door is because I didn't really like the color of the door, and I don't think it matched the overall vibe of my room. Even if it did, just like, nah, it's okay. And so here is my final result. The next and last thing is my chair. It looks very old, as you can see, so I simply want to put some covers over it and maybe some pretty pillows or decorations. Now we move on to number 1. The reason it's 1 is because it's my personal idea. I don't think I've seen it something like that specifically before, and it's also my personal favorite out of all because it's not just a decoration, it's also a very useful thing in your daily life. I call it the mini closet. This is how the decoration looks like, and it takes up the least amount of your space, of your room, of your wall. You could maybe off your table, you could put it anywhere. I think it doesn't have to be in the wall. The purpose of this one is for you to choose your outfits for the following week or future weeks, for whatever day you want to choose your outfits for, and be able to really see it physically, so like in front of your eyes, because I do sometimes make outfits in my mind and then I'm like, wait, what was I gonna wear? As well as know what clothes are in the laundry, which is also a section of the decoration we're making. First, take pictures of all your clothes. Or maybe not all, at least the ones you know you're wearing for sure. Second thing is remove their background, which you could simply do in CapCut, which it basically has the option to remove all the background for premium. But even if you don't have premium like me, you could do it by hand. So just find a way. I think it's not the hardest part of this thing. Once you cut the background, you need to put all of them into maybe from 1 to 3 pages, which you're later gonna print. Now, once you print it, you have to fully tape them on both sides, of course, to prevent the ripping, and cut them out. Once you've done that, your base of this decoration is now fully finished. But we do need the details, so let's move on to that. So of course you need a background paper where your clothes will go. There are several ways you could do it. You could either do your own way, or it could be a paper with each day of the week. Now, two ways. Either print the background you want to have or draw it. But of course, as again, the most important is to tape it, so then it's not gonna just randomly rip. Don't miss out this final step before closing this video, because you do need to be able for this decoration to easily put the clothes on your background and easily remove them. So think about how you could do that. One way, and the one I did it, would be to make double-sided tape and stick it there. Or a more advanced way would be to buy one of these things and use those, which is also simply by sticking them to your taped paper's materials. That's it for today, and here's the video of how my room looked like before and after all the decorations we've made.